The sun dips below the horizon here in Borneo, painting the sky in fiery shades of gold and orange before they fade to a deep, inky black. This is the moment the rainforest changes shifts. The daytime orchestra of birds monkeys begins to quiet down. A whole new cast of characters prepares to take the stage. The air grows cooler thick with the smell of damp earth blooming flowers you only notice after dusk. We're about to step into a world ruled by shadow and sound, where survival depends on senses far beyond our own. This isn't just a walk, it's an educational journey into the secret lives of Borneo's nocturnal wonders. Our adventure begins as our eyes adjust to the low light. Every rustle in the undergrowth, every snap of a twig sends a jolt of excitement through you. This is a place you must enter with respect. Our flashlights are covered with a red filter, a simple trick to avoid startling the animals we've come to see. The first sign of life is a magical one. Tiny pulsing lights begin to appear along the riverbank, blinking in a silent, coordinated dance. These are fireflies, nature's own fairy lights. As we stand in the deepening gloom, the symphony of the night truly begins. Our gaze shifts upwards into the dense canopy that forms the ceiling of the rainforest. A dark shape detaches from a high branch and launches into the void, but it doesn't fall. It soars. This is the Sunda flying lemur, or Colugo, a master of the night sky. It isn't a true lemur, and it doesn't fly like a bat. Instead, it glides using a remarkable cloak of skin called a patagium, which stretches from its neck to its fingers, toes, and tail. Not far from where the Colugo landed, a pair of enormous, liquid brown eyes stare back at us from the foliage. They belong to the Bornean slow loris, a creature that moves with deliberate, hypnotic grace. Its movements are so slow and careful that it often appears to be in slow motion, allowing it to sneak up on insects and sip nectar without being noticed. Those huge eyes are a classic nocturnal adaptation, designed to gather every last photon of available light. Another face peers out from the branches, this one looking almost like a little bear with a long, prehensile tail. It's the binturong, also known as the bearcat, though it's neither a bear nor a cat. This large civet uses its muscular tail as a fifth limb, gripping branches securely as it navigates the high canopy. As it moves, it releases a scent that, bizarrely, smells just like buttered popcorn. They are crucial seed dispersers, eating fruits and then depositing the seeds far away, helping to regenerate the forest they call home. These canopy dwellers show us how life has adapted to fill every niche of the rainforest. Back on the ground, we focus our attention on the leaf litter and shadows. A sudden, impossibly quick leap across the path makes us freeze. It's the western tarsier, a tiny primate with some of the most extraordinary features in the animal kingdom. Its eyes are enormous, each one is as big as its brain, and fixed in their sockets. To look around, the tarsier can rotate its head almost 180 degrees in either direction. We follow a narrow trail and find faint cloud-like prints in the soft mud. These tracks belong to one of Borneo's most elusive and mysterious predators, the Sunda clouded leopard. This cat is a phantom of the forest, rarely seen and often active at night. Its coat is a masterpiece of camouflage with large, irregular blotches that break up its outline. An exceptional climber with a long, heavy tail for balance, it hunts both in the trees and on the ground. Suddenly, a rustling in the undergrowth reveals a creature covered in what looks like a suit of armor. It's the Sunda pangolin, the world's only mammal covered in scales. Using its long, sticky tongue, which can be longer than its body, it expertly raids ant and termite nests for dinner. When threatened, the pangolin's primary defense is to curl into a tight, impenetrable ball, its sharp-edged scales protecting it from almost any predator. Sadly, this defense is useless against human poachers, who hunt them for their scales and meat, making them one of the most trafficked animals on the planet. Near a small stream, a delicate, deer-like animal steps out to drink. This is the lesser mouse deer, one of the smallest hoofed animals in the world. It moves with nervous, dainty steps, constantly alert for danger. These ground dwellers show the incredible diversity of survival strategies at play on the forest floor. The night air is never truly silent, and, well, much of its soundtrack comes from the incredible variety of frogs. In the mangroves, where the forest meets the sea, the tangled roots of the trees provide a perfect moist habitat. Here, Wallace's flying frog can be found. It doesn't truly fly but glides using the extensive webbing between its long toes, which act like tiny parachutes, allowing it to leap from high branches and drift safely to the ground. Above us, a different kind of flyer patrols the night. A Buffy fish owl perches on a branch overlooking the water, its head swiveling as it scans for movement. Unlike other owls, its feathers aren't completely silent in flight. Its face is shaped like a satellite dish, funneling the faintest sounds of a ripple or a scuttling crab directly to its ears. With a powerful dive, it snatches its meal from the water's surface, a perfect example of a predator exquisitely adapted to hunting in this unique semi-aquatic environment. The mangrove ecosystem is a critical buffer zone between land and sea, and its health is vital for countless species. At night, the muddy flats teem with activity. Crabs scuttle between the prop roots, small fish gather in the shallows, attracting predators from both the land and the sky. Many nocturnal animals are threatened by habitat loss as forests are cleared for agriculture, particularly for palm oil plantations. Light pollution from nearby towns can also disrupt their natural behaviors, confusing their navigation and hunting patterns. Supporting sustainable products, contributing to conservation organizations working on the ground in Borneo, and simply spreading awareness are all crucial steps we can take. Every action, no matter how small, helps ensure these amazing animals have a dark, safe place to call home. As our incredible night walk draws to a close, the first hint of dawn appears as a faint pale line on the eastern horizon. The deep black of the sky softens to a gentle gray, and the air begins to change once more. The intense buzzing chorus of insects and frogs starts to subside, replaced by the first tentative chirps of waking birds. The nocturnal shift is ending. The creatures of the dark, the Colugo, the lorises, the tarsiers, are retreating to their daytime shelters. This expedition has been a lesson in seeing with more than just our eyes. We learned to listen for the tarsiers' leap, smell for the binturong's territory marker, and to feel the forest's pulse in the cool, humid air. We saw how giant eyes gather starlight, how gliding membranes conquer the canopy, and how patterned fur creates invisibility. Each animal is a masterclass in adaptation, a unique solution to the challenges of living and thriving after the sun goes down. The darkness is not empty or scary. It is a bustling, complex world filled with extraordinary life. As the sun's rays finally break through the canopy, illuminating the mist rising from the forest floor, we are left with a profound sense of wonder and responsibility. We have been privileged guests in this secret domain, but this world is fragile. The threats of deforestation and the illegal wildlife trade are very real. The future of Borneo's nightlife depends entirely on the choices we make today. Our walk ends here, but the journey of conservation must continue. By learning about these animals, sharing their stories, and supporting efforts to protect their habitats, we can help keep the night alive. As we step out of the forest and back into the daylight, we carry with us the sounds and sights of the night, and, well, a hopeful promise to help ensure that the Bornean rainforest will continue to thrive, both after dark and in the light of day.